Could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hey, today we're going to learn how to keybind the joystick or anything else on BlueStacks for Mac. Before we go any further, I'd like you to check the description to ensure that your Mac model is compatible with the method we're going to use. So here I'm going to show a game that isn't supported by BlueStacks Mac's keybinding. Some of the more popular games, however, do support this. As you can see, this grayed out button will be available to click. This method is completely free and to the best of my knowledge is the only currently working way if your game isn't already supported. It could also be useful for much more than gaming too, so please watch to the end and leave a like if this video helped you. As you can see, keybinding for games like this is very important as you need two hands, one to move the character and one to move the camera. Let's begin. Okay, so the way we're going to get around this is actually by using the Windows version of BlueStacks. Now, at the top left, if you press About This Mac, I'd like you to note down both the Mac OS version, which you have, and also the processor, as we all need these in a moment. Now, if you click the link in the description, we're going to download your Windows 10 disk image. It's fairly self-explanatory, however, I will go through it regardless. Once you have chosen a language, you'll need to choose between 32 and 64-bit. If you're unsure, pause in a moment to check the on-screen instructions. Also, I'd like you to pause again to ensure that your Mac OS version is equal or later to the one shown on screen now. Next, I'd like you to find and open Boot Camp Assistant and press continue. To do this, you can press Command key and spacebar and search for it. While this is loading, you may want to delete BlueStacks from your Mac as you'll no longer need it. You will also need to ensure you have at least 55GB free space, as this will partition your disk, allowing you to dual boot with Windows. Obviously, the more space the better. I mean, as you can see, I didn't have enough space, and I had to leave my phone's backup just to do this video. Once this is done, you'll be asked how you want to partition your disk. This doesn't matter too much, however I think that Windows needs at least 32GB to work. As you can see, you clearly want to have your laptop plugged in. Of course, I only didn't have mine plugged in for the video. Anyway, the next part of this video requires me to actually record my Mac, so the video quality may be questionable. Anyway, what you're going to need to do is restart your Mac and make sure you're holding down the Options key. To be safe, I held down the Options key right from when I restarted it till it turned back on. As you can see, we can now choose between opening Windows 10 or Mac OS. If you load Windows 10, we can start setting it up. Once again, a lot of this is fairly self-explanatory, however, I will go through it regardless on the off chance that someone doesn't know what to do. Once you've chosen a language, it will ask for your Windows 10 product key. This is to activate Windows, however at the bottom if you press I don't have a product key, it will still let you through and there won't be much difference or limitations. Obviously, as I said, this is fairly self-explanatory, so if you know what you're doing already, you can just skip ahead in the video. Once you have selected that this is for personal use, it will ask you to sign in with a Microsoft account, which is fairly easy to quickly set up on your phone. Obviously, there's not much I can voice over right now, so I made this short rap instead. Yeah. Thought Mac was my boy, now I see it's just a toy. Windows is my guy, yet I'm not gonna lie. With it, the limit is the sky. Mac is like plain white rice. Windows is like McDonald's fries. Now I'm on Windows in disguise. Jeez. Okay, finally we're back in Windows 10, so I can now screen record again rather than recording it with my phone camera. Next, you just want to follow the steps through boot camp. However, if you're unsure, then you can follow the on-screen instructions as I'll go through it regardless. Something I recommend doing before you download BlueStacks is downloading AVG antivirus, as Windows 10 and macOS need different antiviruses. The issue with doing this, however, is it'll be a lot slower because boot camp is still downloading and you're also trying to download AVG, and then I'm going to also download BlueStacks before restarting it. However, each of those things want you to restart it after you finish downloading.
What we do here is go back.
Okay, now that everything's downloaded, before you do anything else, make sure you restart your computer. Okay, finally we're back on the Windows version of BlueStacks. As you can see, I'm back with my boy Tax Evasion, and we're gonna go test out the Windows key binding settings now. Unfortunately, my Windows screen recorder didn't allow me to record the overlay. However, to do this, all you need to do is press the keyboard icon on the right hand side and press the D-pad and place it over the game's joystick. Then you can set the controls. For example, I use WASD, and I can now use those to move the character. You can now see that I can use the mouse to drag and move the camera, and I can also use WASD overlay to move the character. Doing these together allows me to play the game much more effectively. Thanks for watching my first YouTube video. If this video helped you at all, please leave a like as it would be greatly appreciated.